Hey guys, it's Di, and I wanted to do a review on the Angelcare movement monitor today because we've used it with both of our girls and we really love it. I think it gives you great peace of mind, and I wanted to do a review to show you the different features of the monitor. And also, I'm just kind of doing this because I think it's a really good public service announcement for new parents. I know I found it when I was pregnant with my first daughter, and I knew it was something that we had to have. I really like the idea of being able to know that your child was moving throughout the night, and it just helped me sleep a little bit better. And obviously you still want to follow all the safety precautions that they say you should follow for SIDS, but it just kind of gave me a little bit of extra peace of mind, so I wanted to share that with other parents and possibly new parents out there that were looking at this monitor. So we have in Natalie's room, who is going to be my assistant today. Say hi, Natalie. We have in Natalie's room the newer version, which is the double pad version, and I'll show you that in a minute. And we found with the double pad version that there is fewer false alarms, or actually I don't even think that we've had a false alarm with the double pad version. And both of the pads sit underneath the mattress. There are no cords in the mattress, and I'll show you all of that. Whereas the single pad version, which is the original one, and we had that with Isabella, it did pretty good at picking up most areas of the crib, but we felt like we had a number of false alarms with that when she was between the ages of about 5 months to about 8 months, where she was small enough to where she could move to the corners of the crib and that the monitor wouldn't be able to pick her up if she was in the very far corner. It seems like with the double pad version. I actually still use the Angelcare monitor with my almost 2-year-old, and obviously we don't necessarily use it for the SIDS risk anymore with her, but it is actually good since when she was around 15 months old, where she climbed out of her crib after a nap time, and I actually knew about it because the movement monitor in her crib went off and it let me know that she was no longer in her crib. So luckily she has not done that since. She's still in the crib and we haven't had any climbing out incidents. But the Angelcare monitor was also really good in that instance as well. So we still continue to use it with our toddler, and my plan at this point is to continue using the Angelcare movement monitor until she's in a toddler bed. So let me show you the different features of the Angelcare monitor here in Natalie's room. I'll show you the base that the parent monitor communicates with, and then I'll also show you the movement pad that sits underneath the mattress in her crib. So this is the base that stays in the baby's room, and there is a cord that plugs into the wall from this. And there's 2 on and off switches. This one on this side turns the movement monitor, sound monitor on. And this one on this side turns a nice soft nightlight on. We've used that with both the girls, and it's a really good nightlight. And then after you turn the monitor on, you also have to turn the parental unit on. So I have this. This is for Natalie's room. You can see it's marked. The tick in the background you can hear is Isabella. You can see that Natalie's not in her crib right now, so it's not sensing any movement. There's no tick noise coming from this one. That's the warning beep that sounds after 15 seconds from the base monitor. And at 20 seconds, the alarm for both rooms will go off. So at 20 seconds, an alarm in the baby's room goes off, and an alarm from the parental monitor that you carry with you will go off. And the warning beep that's at 15 seconds only goes off in the baby's room. So the one thing that we found about that is if we're not right by the room, you may not necessarily hear that 15-second warning beep, but it's actually kind of nice because a few times, if it's just because the baby's in such a deep sleep that they maybe haven't taken a breath for 15 seconds or they haven't stirred enough in 15 seconds, it sometimes brings them out of that deep sleep enough so that the regular alarm won't go off at 20 seconds. So if we've been in our room, which is right next to Natalie's room, you can hear the warning beep go off, but then you won't actually hear the 20-second alarm go off because she's stirred enough within that 5 seconds for it to re-register. So this is what the crib looks like with the Angelcare monitor in it. You can see that there's a cord that goes from the base right there down underneath, and it connects to the bed. This is Natalie's mattress, and you can see that there are no cords anywhere inside of the crib. And we also do a breathable bumper, and we do no blankets or any toys inside the crib as well. So you can see that it's safe inside the crib, there's no cords whatsoever. And then I'll lift up the mattress and show you underneath. So this is what the double pad version looks like underneath the mattress. You can see the cord comes through the crib slats underneath, and that there's 2 of the movement sensor pads underneath her mattress. They're connected there with a wire connector, and they sit on a thin piece of wood. All the specifications are in the owner's manual, but it's a very thin piece of wood that you got it at like a Home Depot hardware store. So you can get those probably at any hardware store would have the piece of wood that it needs to sit on. There's not any sort of electricity or anything is emitted through these, so there's no risk. I've read on the internet there's like wives' tales and rumors like, oh, the baby could get electrocuted. There is no way that the baby could get electrocuted through these sensor pads. We've used the single pad version with Isabella for 2 years now, and it's held up really well. It still works. The movement function still works on it, and we have no complaints whatsoever. It's been the way that we get our decent night's sleep every night. Alright, so Isabella and Natalie are both in bed for the night, and Isabella actually just went to bed, so you can see that she is talking over here on this monitor. We have them marked with the I and the N, so you can tell them apart, and then otherwise you can just set them on 2 different channels, and that works out just fine. So you can see that in Natalie's room there's no noise because she is asleep and sleeping soundly, and then Bella is still kind of talking, and you can watch this bar right here, shows noise in the room. Whenever she starts talking, that line will go up. And then in the corner you can see both the batteries are a little bit low because we've been using these all day long. This over here shows the temperature setting is on for the alarm to go off if it's too hot or too cold in the room. And this tick side to side is the movement monitor. This shows that the voice is on, and this shows that the movement monitor is on. And then another really nice feature of the Angelcare is it shows the temperature and, oops, you can't get them too close though, that's what happens. Another really nice feature of the Angelcare is it shows what temperature is in both rooms. Both girls' rooms are on the top floor of the house, but Isabella's room is on one side of the house and Natalie's room is on the other side. So you can see that there's actually a really large temperature difference in our house. We're in a 2-story house, and even just being on one side of the house versus the other, you can see that there's a 6 degree temperature difference. So that's actually quite a bit of difference. So we really use the temperature part of these monitors quite a bit because it helps us kind of regulate the temperature in the house, because of course the downstairs is also a different temperature than upstairs in the girls' rooms. So that is a really great feature of the Angelcare. It's really easy to turn things off and on. With the menu button, you can select the different features that you want on. You can do just the movement with the tick sound. You can do just the movement with the alarm. You can do just the voice feature, which we use for Bella whenever she's doing room time. And then you can have all 3. So we usually keep them at all 3 if the girls are asleep. We have the 1-pad version, the original version for Isabella, and we have the 2 under the mattress pad version for Natalie, and we've really liked that with her. We've had less false alarms, and it just seems to work a little bit better. There were a few occasions when she was around 2 months old that the alarm did go off, but we both felt like they were not false alarms. They were actually times when she had not been breathing for 15 seconds. Whereas with Isabella, from about 2 months to 6 or 7 months to where she was big enough that it would pick her up anywhere, we felt like there was a lot of just false alarms. So thanks for watching, and hopefully this review has been helpful if you've been considering the Angelcare movement monitor. Please send me any questions or comments that you have down below, and don't forget to subscribe as well. I'll be doing more mommy reviews in the future, and I really would highly recommend the Angelcare movement monitor. We can't say enough about it. It really gives us peace of mind when they're in those younger months, and we think that it's also useful when they're older as well. So thanks for watching, and have a great day.